Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of my Let's Play here on the Dominion server. Now, today I think I want to have a bit more work done on my base, try and get some more stuff done, so that eventually I can start filling it with farms and, other awesome stuff. So, I'm thinking, that island behind me, the original plan was to have some kind of medieval Viking style docklands area there, so I think I would like to work on that today, and we'll see how much of that we can get done. We'll see if we can come up with some resemblance of a dockland area. We'll have to see. I do want some cranes, I think, because that makes it really interesting. So you've got your what is it, your area where your boats dock, which is going to be made out of wood, and then you've got like loading and unloading cranes, and possibly even boats itself, because obviously if you've got docks, if there's no boats, it's pretty pointless. So I'm going to attempt to build some boats. This may end in an absolute disaster because I've never really built any boats before, and I think I'm going to have to try and keep them in the Viking style as well. So this is going to be quite interesting, I think. Okay, so this is the area which I want the docklands to be. I've only built half of it though. So I've got this island here, and then obviously nothing on this side. Oops. Which I will try and extend this land outwards, I think. So I think if we get these spruce slabs and maybe with spruce trapdoors as well, and try and extend some kind of wooden pier platform thing out into the water a bit, and then decorate that with some logs and see what that looks like. So this is what I've come up with so far, and well, I mean, I don't hate it. I don't think it's my finest building skills, but I think it'll work. So what we've got is this spruce kind of platform coming out, wrapping around the edge of the island, and then I've got these dark oak supports, which at the moment look a bit silly because of how far or how deep they go into the ocean, because it's like really deep around there. But what I'm planning to do is actually build the underneath the island, because at the moment it's floating, so I want to attach it to the floor, and then that should make it look a bit nicer. But the whole kind of reason I've made it look a bit, higgledy-piggledy and not run down, but it's not something really neat. The whole idea behind that is whoever settled on this island, they've got some wood, and they've just lashed these wood like planks together, and they've just crafted something that's with the materials they have and the tools they have. So I want it to look more like that than something that's been made with diggers and machinery and that kind of thing. And I think it suits the genre and the style of the builds and the islands which I'm trying to create. So that's the kind of theme I'm going for, some kind of medieval Viking theme. I think it's alright. I've got these trapdoors here as well for a bit of variation, and then the slabs, only half slabs, so it looks like the surface is a bit run down, it's not all smooth. I think it looks okay. And then I'm planning on having some kind of crane maybe here, so you can possibly load or unload cargo onto your ships when you're restocking the island for food and stuff like that, building materials. So the next task is to extend the docks about up to this scaffolding and actually fill in this area with some land, because it's nothing at the moment, it's just floating. So extend this cliff down and around, and we should see how that looks like. So I think this is where I want the crane to go. I've created a small platform out of spruce trapdoors, and then I've got in the middle currently stripped spruce logs and then some cobblestone slabs for foundations. So now I need to come up with a crane design which is a fairly small, probably quite rudimentary crane that would fit the theme, and I want to use those new chain blocks and also the grindstone. I think upside down grindstone would look quite good, almost like a hook or something, and then definitely those chains somehow involved. I have been busy building the rest of the docks area and also the crane, and I'm pretty happy with this design actually. It's got the grindstones and the chains involved, and I've got this kind of wheel, which I guess is the idea of that is you turn the wheel and or the wheel turns the crane or lowers the chain, something along those lines. I mean, I've also got some loading materials or cargo, so I've got hay bales and just random chests. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. Oh, I've fallen in. The only problem with this dock is there's no way to get back onto it. There's no ladders because of how high it is. I should really add some ladders. But with the crane itself, I'm not sure whether it needs to be a bit further out into the water or whether it needs to be a bit taller. But I'm not really going to know until I've got the Viking boats built. Then I have more of a reference. But until then, I think that's fine as it is. As you can see, I've added some other kind of decoration to make it look like it's used. So we've got hay bales, we have oxidized copper. It was meant to be normal unoxidized, but I forgot to add the honeycomb to wax it, so it's just gone and oxidized itself. We have random chests, lanterns to try and light this place up as well to stop nasty mobs spawning, more hay bales, and what I've also done is added honey blocks, and then I've just put 4 spruce trapdoors around it, so it kind of looks like I'm importing honey from some other ships, which is quite cool. And that kind of adds to the idea of me exporting some stuff like the hay bales from the wheat. It's basically the idea is the Vikings of farming certain amount of crops, they can export it in exchange for other goods such as honey, which is being imported, and the copper. So that's kind of the idea. It's kind of a bit of a busy trading hub, and this is how stuff gets onto the island. So I think the next job for me is to actually get this hill and this kind of hill around this side decorated with vegetation, so with grass and leaf blocks and stuff, make it more come to life and look more finished. So I think I'm going to do that now, and it would be good if I do that in a time lapse. So that would be my first time lapse of the series, so something a bit different than me just kind of editing the process out. So it's a different kind of take of me building. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the time lapse, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright, so we have the hill mostly decorated, I think, now. And as I said, this is coming together quite nicely now, actually, with all this vegetation now added. So this is a nice extension to the island. So the only big thing remaining is, of course, the Viking ships itself. And I'm hoping to have one here and then one almost like on a diagonal around here. The only problem is I've never really built a boat before, so I don't know, whether it would be a bit of a disaster if I were to attempt to build them. However, I have heard that I think there's a shop in the shopping district at Spawn which I think actually sells boats, or sells the service of building boats. So I want to check that out just now, so I want to see what the prices are and whether I am correct or whether I'm delusional. But if that is the case and there is a service where somebody builds boats, then that would actually be brilliant for them to come and build these Viking boats and save me from doing it, because they'll basically do a better job than me, and I'll probably do it in a lot less time than if I were doing it. So I think I'm going to go to Spawn now and check out that shop. I know the shop's in the Gold District, which is where I am now. I think it's probably going to be near a body of water. Yeah, there. Boat. That looks promising. It's quite far away from everywhere else there. I have to walk to get there. Oh, I could use Elytra. I didn't think about that. Oh, it's not in water, is it? Where is book? Captain's log. Okay, is it down here? Have I just fallen down? Ship purchase. Where's prices? Maybe they're at the top, because this just looks like storage for those potions. Yeah, these signs look promising as long as they don't fall down. Type of ship, length of ship. Okay. Number of masts, sails, typing number, colour and style, location. Ah, so this is a shipbuilding shop. That's brilliant. That's actually really handy. Because as you can see, this guy can build ships, and I can't. Really. I am not very good at shipbuilding, to be honest. A lot of those types of awkward shapes and organic shapes I'm pretty terrible at, or I'll just be there forever. Because I don't really use creative much, I just build in survival, make it up as I go along. It usually ends up in kind of a disaster, really. But I think I'll leave it here for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to like the video and maybe even subscribe for more videos and content on this channel, including this Dominion SMP. So I will go and contact the owner of this shop, LTB, see if I can get something sorted out, and hopefully we should soon have ships being built on our island, and that will be amazing. So until next time, have a good day. Bye.